Hello, my name is Folkbear and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while, but hopefully I'm back and producing some videos for you guys, and hopefully I will stay a bit longer than the last time. My plan is to get at least 2 to 3 videos out a week and at least gain 2 more subscribers before New Year's, so hopefully I can do that, and by the support of you guys I'm almost certain I will make that. But today we are playing a new game on this channel, Transport Fever. This game is a little bit old, but not very old. I liked it when it first came out, but yeah, I hit the cliff in the game, but I think I have figured something out and probably can get this game up and running again and have a good time, and hopefully you will too. But yes, this is the first screen when you start the free play, and I'm gonna choose Europe because I live in Europe, and world size, actually I want to do large, where terrain type medium. I don't want to build too many tunnels and stuff like that. It's cost more money, and it's a pain. And starting year, I will go for the early starting year. This 2 years you can go for them too. You have better trucks and trains and buses, but yeah, I like to start from the beginning. And as I said, it has been a while, so I'm gonna play on easy. I know that's cheating, but yeah. And the seed for the map is gonna be Folkbear, and if you have this game too, you can just type in Folkbear in the seed section and you will get the same map as me. So if you want to play on the exact same map as me, you can absolutely do that. Just type in Folkbear in the seed section. I think this loading screen gonna take a while. It has done before, so I will see you when this loading screen is done. Okay, so yeah, we are in the game now. This is Transport Fever. I selected the large map. You can see it's pretty large, and if you are new to this game, if we drag like the rail like half across the map, is like 114 million, and I'm starting out with 3 million. So yeah, you can see the how big this game is actually. But in the beginning it's rough on the edges, but yeah, it's not that kind of game. So but in the beginning of the game you hope for 2 towns to be close to each other, like these two, Haxby and Elsmere. But in this case it's a bit of an elevation difference, so building a train track is not that a good of an idea. You can also build boats, so if you want to take the boat down like from South End on Sea to Tonbring, you can do that, but it's take a while and is not worth it at all. So yeah, that's not the way to go. These 2 towns are actually very close, and it's not too far from no, they are not too far from each other, and hopefully it's a bit of an elevation, but we can get around that. We can go sort of over here and try to sneak around that mountain if you want to. You can also go like over there with train. I think I want to do these 3 towns, not tree, that's another word. Or I want to go with these 2 towns because they are pretty flat, or these 2 actually. It's pretty flat from there to there, and then you can always expand upwards or onwards over here. Actually, are these 2 towns good? Yeah, they are. Okay, so I want to begin probably here. Then we can look at these resources. There is also a thing, if you get like this hay and animal products, you can ship them to where do we have it? A bakery, I think, right here. And then you can make bread, and then the town you ship the bread to grows faster. So that's the thing too in this game. You have like, you can go for transporting people, or just all out building up the towns. Actually, this is probably a better place to start, I think, because we have like towns on the same elevation over here, and we can also take these 3 farms, and ship it to this bakery, and then ship them out to feed the towns. You don't have to feed the towns, but you can, and that's another way to make good money. Not in the beginning, but later on it has very good money. So you're gonna start with a train, and you can see you have train tracks, roads. We don't have that many roads. Maybe we should pause. We have like street roads and country roads for now. These are the 2 types of train stations. We have one, you have just a track and the train station in the middle. You can go out with tracks from either side. Then we have this train station. It's a dead end, so you can only go out in one direction, and also it's different for passenger and goods transportation. That's pretty obvious. Then we have buses, like small bus stops, bigger bus terminals, and very big bus terminals. I got some mods in as well, but I don't gonna touch on them just yet. And then we have the freight terminals as well. Then we have the ship dock. It works the same, passenger and cargo. So yeah. Then sooner we can unlock airplanes as well and do some air travel. But for now we're gonna connect new roaming to Horn Castle, and then maybe we can work to Ginsborg. I think I'm not that good at pronouncing, as you may be aware of right now. So yeah, I'm gonna spin this station around. We can also connect this town later. So we want the ends to be open at both ends, not the other kind of station, in this town at least. Can snap it, maybe one more, or that, no, okay, that will be good. And you see the white area is where these people can walk through the train station and use it. These people, not gonna use the train station, so we're gonna lay down some buses soon, but not yet. We're gonna put down, oh, it's logging. We're gonna put down another train station. I want it so you can connect up there. Maybe actually this is a good place, like that maybe, so the trains come in there and go out. Just gonna prevent and also you don't have to build like the buildings and like the houses and stuff. It's not that kind of game. So I put this this trail track down because I want to prevent them from building houses. And you see that blue little marker over there, that's what we are aiming for. And you can also see on the track the speed limit the train has, because in curves they can't really just speed through it. And as you see, I can drag this, I can drag this the whole way, but it's gonna cost me a fortune because they want to do tunnels and everything like that. So it's better to micromanage it and do bits and pieces all along. Like if I drag it, you see this white thing at least as well. It's gonna do the lift up the ground because the rail needs to be straight. So if we close it down, it's cheaper, and just place it down and then continue. We don't have that problem. So that was cheaper than just dragging it all along. So yeah, and sometimes you can't really get away with that because sometimes it's just too much hills and too much hills, so you can't really get away with it. And of course, if you are a bit lazy, like me sometimes, you just want to drag it all in one go and don't have to worry about it, don't micromanage like this, and you spend some more money, but yeah, you don't have to like put the time in. And sometimes you saw the track just disappear because the elevation was too much, but because I was micromanaging it, it didn't not recognize it because of my micromanagement. So yeah. And we also want buses, so we can switch to bus stops. And actually I want the bus stop right at the station, so they can just walk from the bus station right over to this like train track. So we want bus stops scattered around the city to get them picked up. One over here because that's an industrial area, people who want to work there. We also have I'm sorry if you hear some noises in the background, it's pretty thin wall to the bathroom, so I'm sorry about that. So we can have one bus stop over here, one over here at the edges. I'd like to have them at the edges because you can then you can have them, you don't have to worry about placing new ones. And we can also have another bus station over here like that, and keep on putting down some bus stops. Want one there, one all the way. Sometimes they don't want to connect like I want to, but that's fine. One over there. This was actually a pretty big town, and in the beginning the buses aren't big, they take like 4 persons at a time, so you don't want to overspend on the bus do too few bus stops, because then people are gonna wait forever for the bus to come around. And this is a bus depot, what do you call it? Bus depot you can call it, but you can also buy like trucks and stuff like that in this house. So but we need to set up a line first. The line, you just create a new line, and then the game auto-saved automatically, so you don't have to save all the time after a while. So okay, where do we have a bus up? We want one to go from there, down there, up to about there, and go to these two as well. That's our first line. So yeah, and we're gonna call it, I forgot what this city was called. That's the, you need to like close it down. Okay, Control C. You can do that in the game too. Copy as the name, and we're gonna, of course I messed up, but that's the part of the game I guess. Control V, and we're gonna call it the left, and this one as well. We should add some stops. One there, this, and we can call it not right. Maybe we can fancy it up, like center. You can call it whatever you want, don't care. And as well, you see this big station has 2 like bus stops in it, so they come in, drop them off I think, and pick them up over there. And that's one way to not clog up the bus stations. Like over here, if there are more than 4 people and the bus has just 4 rooms, they have to wait. And if the buses like queue up, they have to wait as well. So that's a negative with this small, but with the bigs you can get around it. And we're gonna create 2 new lines for this town. We can get like this. I want to get more, maybe that as well, so they go the south side I guess. But now we have the problem again. What's the name? Like that, and open up. And we also gonna just what do you call it? I don't know. Center. And we're gonna add a new line who goes from there to this one, I guess, over there and over there. I don't know if that's the right thing, but maybe. And we're gonna call this one Control C, and we're gonna call it I don't know. We can call it Center 2. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a little break because of the sound, and hopefully you don't mind, but yeah, so we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back again. I guess yeah, I thought the sound was too loud, and I hope I want you guys not to be disturbed about that, so I'm gonna check it out later in the video, and if when I edit it, and if I don't hear it, great, but if you don't hear it, I'm gonna look like a fool, but yeah. And if you hear it, you can say yourself if you think it's too loud. But yeah, I upgraded this road, all the roads around the city, so they can expand some more. And as the recording starts again, you can see this building is in the train and like train depot. It's where the trains go out and where you buy them. I'm gonna put it far away because I want to expand this station sometime. So I'm gonna build one track leading out to that place, and another one away to this track. I also build this track. Why don't they want to connect? Oh, the slope, probably. Or I just missed it from the beginning, so you need to actually put it on the track, not this all. And that's the thing too, you have to like drag it out from the station at the right point. You can go like over there. I think that's good. I wanted to like get to this station first, but that's fine. Now we're gonna buy some buses. So here we have what we have right now to buy. We have this little yellow horse bus. Can take 4 person, drive at 15 kilometers an hour, and stuff like that. And then we have this cargo horse wagon. But we're gonna focus on buses. We're gonna buy, how many stops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can buy like 6. Set them all to this line, maybe? Yes. And we can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And set them to the other line, the green line. Then we have like these 2 cities covered with buses. And we also bought... We did not buy another bus depot. This is not that expensive, so you can like buy them everywhere. Like 16k, that's not that much in this game. You have like 1 million, 3 million to start with, so yeah. We can also buy 6. I don't think that's gonna be enough for this town actually, because this town is bigger and requires more attention, I think. I've never played on this seed by myself, so this is a new experience for me too. I played on another seed not that long ago, so yeah. And we're gonna buy a train as well when we are into this. We can buy this train. That's the only train we can buy. So train 1. This is like the train layout. What they have what carts they have. We have many carts to choose from. We have to ship logs, steel, planks and stuff like that, livestock, oil, fuel, coal, grain, ore, and passengers. And that's what we're gonna focus on now. In the beginning you don't have to have too many like passenger wagons, but I'm gonna start out with 6, 7. I'm gonna start out, no, 8. We start with 8. That's probably way too much in the beginning of the game, but yeah, it's fine. Instead of, you can start with like 3 or 4 and just go ahead and ship them all around, but you don't want to do that. So yeah, you don't want to do that. but yeah, you can pull them back and add like another one when you think it's time, and then you can send it on its way and go like back and forth 4 or 5 times, and then you can send it in, because there are too many people waiting on the station, and upgrade it again. But I don't want to like do that. It's micromanaging, but I micromanage on other stuff like this track. You see it's bumpy, it's up and down, but I build it small piece by piece and saves the money that way instead. So yeah, we're gonna hit play, and we can hit play. This is like the buses for in 1850. It's just a little horse wagon. You can fit 4 people. You can see it down there, which line it's on, and it's a little person steering it. And then we have the iron horse. Here we have it, smoking along. One little person over there steering the whole train of these 8 wagons. It's pretty cool. And you can see it's popping up small red figures over the vehicles, and that's because they're costing money to maintain every single month, I guess. I'm not sure, but I think it's that. Also, here we can see a replacement vehicle. I'm gonna go into that right now actually. So if we click up this, we are in our like line management, and we can replacement. They get old, and then they're gonna need to replace their like carts. So for now we just have this thing to replace, and if they want to replace it, they can automatically do that when it's like time for them to replace it. So we have done it on that line, and just gonna go over all the lines of replacement, so everything can replace themselves in that town. And also we can do it in this town. We can actually speed it up. It's not. And yeah, you can see here they are building up their new houses and homes because they can get to the other city and work over there. So that's why. And if you also have like the food thing, they're gonna grow even faster. And yeah, you can see they're building up. They're gonna upgrade the roads and build them out as the game progresses. Over here we have like a traffic layout, we have a track speed layout, shipping, and like the ordinary mountain stuff. And last we have where everybody lives or works or shops. So the green is living, the blue is shopping, and the yellow is works in what we call them in industrial areas. Just scattered around. This color pattern is very similar to a game called City Skyline, if you have played that. And if you want me to play it, just write it down in the comment section, and I will hopefully get to that. And you see they are going around these buses, dropping off people, hopefully. Oh no, it was empty. Maybe this one? No, it's also empty. But you can see it's some people at the station. If you can see that yellow little person over there. And it's 8 people want to go into this town. And over here, how many? 16 want to go from this town down to the other town. To work, to shop, whatever. Move here. And there we witness they just build out that road right in front of us. So yeah, they're gonna upgrade it themselves and stuff like that. So we don't have to worry about that part of the game. Just took a sip of my water. Here we have the bank balance. So yeah, we can see we totally spent. If we repaid a loan, we are totally debting 2.2 million. But soon we will get that cash back from like this train going back and forward. Now it's 10 people on this train. It's not near capacity, 48, but it's getting there. And you also saw here, they can go 120 kilometers an hour, but this train actually max out at I think 35 or 40. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. But over here we see many yellow small little people. It's 35 who want to go from this town down here. And that's like the game. You ship people back and forward and goods back and forward. So for now this is a pretty good startup, and just getting the cash flowing. Later I want to like do some sheeps probably, no, some farming, get this farm connected to this food processor plant, and maybe ship them back to this city again, or even expand down to Oswestry. I missed this processing plant before, so I can actually get a train or trucks going down here and then to south end on sea. But if you like want to build, I want to build a rail, like not there. I want to build a rail from there to there. Oh, that's gonna cost you 1 million almost. But if you do the same over here, it's just 59k, almost 60. Why? It's because of the field. If you remove field, it's gonna cost some money. You can't go through like these structures, produce stuff, but you can also go through like a whole town like that, demolishing some buildings, but it's gonna cost like 1.3 million. And if you drag it right here, not even near a million. I'm sorry, I have a little sore throat and I just drank all my water. That was stupid, but yeah. So this train is going back and forward from this town. I can also connect with another train or the same train down here and start getting them up to here, and they can actually hop off here and start doing stuff here, or go up here if we use the same train. But yeah, you can do that. I like to actually build another station, upgrade this station to a 2-tracker, and then you can get that train in here and everybody jumps off and need to switch train if they want to keep going. That way everyone has to jump off, and you can actually see how many people want to travel further, instead of like half. You see this train is you can see this train get 48 spots, and if it's coming in here and I say, okay, there are 48 people, nice, they can just jump on and go away. But if this train has some people who want to keep travel, like 20, then only 28 of these guys can actually jump on and keep traveling. And then this whole system gets stuck, and you like, why aren't any people going on? And then they are displeased and stop using the train, and you lose money. So that's the way to get around it, I found, is to have more tracks in the station. But yeah. So here we can see it's 15 people who want to go to the yellow line. So if this is a yellow bus, no, it's a green bus, then nobody gonna jump on it. So that indicates to us we need more yellow buses. Probably. So I'm gonna buy 2 more buses and get them to the yellow. What? The yellow line. This was yellow. Yes, it was yellow. And also, if you see over here, okay, they were picked up just right now. But over here, it's 4 people, and this bus is almost full. Or it's not gonna pick up everyone. 1 person, okay, 3 persons is left because there were people going there. And that's the problem. We need to get more and more buses. If our train becomes more and more popular. And if if we're not getting more buses, the train is gonna max out pretty soon. It's almost full now. It's 42 or 48. But this 6 people now maybe wanted to catch the train. So yeah, we need more buses to get more people on the train. And then we need bigger trains to carry all the people. And if we have bigger trains, we can get more buses again. So that's the key. Always push yourself to get like the best out of it. This town is actually doing pretty great, but I'm gonna set 2 new buses to both of the lines, just because I can. And they probably want more rides as well. You don't want to have them waiting for buses all day if the train is not full. So yeah. And here we see it's even more people waiting. I think I'm gonna buy another one. They're not doing their job correctly. Yellow, go. So the yellow line has very many buses. This town is crowded with buses, and I thought this town would be the problem. There's so many buildings in here, and not many buildings in here. So we can actually see if we click the name. You can see if we drag this across, maybe we can have them both at the same time. Yes, thank you. We can compare them. Population 218 to 290, so yeah. And it's growing. Sorry about that. And yeah, it's growing. Shopping, yeah, it's not too good. This town has more shopping. Jobs, it has more jobs as well. More jobs than even the town. This town has more people than jobs. So probably quite of these guys go over to this town to work. Or even to shop. So yeah. So this train is pretty important for these people in these 2 towns. And maybe they have some relatives. So instead of going all the way to northern Hallertorn, whatever, and going to the road back there, they just can take the shortcut with the train. That's also the beauty of this. And it's filled up, and there's still 14 people left on the station. So we need to actually upgrade this train, put some more carts on, maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. But then the train needs to come into the depot, and yeah, we need to upgrade it in the depot. Actually, we can maybe repay some loans, so you don't have to pay interest. And throughout this series I'm gonna take some loans, I'm gonna repay them when I get money, and do that back and forth. Because when you like planning a big project, you want this to go here and then this food to go to these 2 towns. It's gonna cost you a fortune. And thanks to the bank you can borrow a fortune and then get that like little line going, and then you can repay it. Because otherwise you can maybe just build it to there, and then you're stuck. Or maybe just here and you're stuck and waiting for money, and then you can go down here. And when you're waiting for this, you don't gonna earn that much of money. You can earn a little bit, but not nearly as much if you can ship it out into town. As we see, there's only 2 people left there, and it's full. So no, it's not. Okay, good. But we probably need to ship it into this depot and upgrade it, because it's 58 people waiting, and we can just only carry 48. So we need to do something about that. I actually want to do kinda circle, if they allow it to me, like that, and go down like that, and go in like this to the station. so we can drive in and drive out. We don't have to drive to the other station to get to the depot. How much money? Yes, we can repay some. And if you wonder, I can't really see this figure. I have some symbols in the way to know it's recording. So if I don't have a close eye on the bank, that's why. I can see it from here, but yeah, if you wonder why. So when we upgrade this train, everyone is gonna be disappointed and jump off and like, oh no, we don't want to, oh no, it's no train, stuff like that. So we need to be careful here. When we get the money, we're gonna click this symbol, like there, go. And now it's going with no people in it, but it's going round and in through there. But this people is 81, 80, 70, so it's going down. Hopefully this train can actually go to the depot in time, upgrade it and send it out. Because everyone is going back to this and wanting to go away back to their homes and like, oh no, we can't get on the train, what we do? We go to the buses. So yeah, we need to upgrade this train big, I guess, if we can. If we go by train, so then we buy extra parts to the train. We can actually borrow back that money we just gave the bank, so we can maybe another wagon like that. Maybe this train actually can't do this. We should see. You can do the math yourself, but yeah, don't opt for that on the YouTube video. So yeah, and this train are going out to pick up this 46 people, but it has room for 78 now. Hopefully we can get some people on it again, and these buses bring back some guests, if you can call them that, to this train. And of course it's going up there first. Okay, yeah. And I think that's gonna be all for this video actually, because it has been like 30 minutes and I think that's a good milestone for this kind of videos. If you have another, if you want them to be 20 minutes or an hour, I can work with that too. Just tell me in the comment section below, and hopefully I get this throat fixed for next session. So yeah, and if you like this kind of videos, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. If you want to see more of this transport fever, just comment on the video like more, or if you want to see more of another video like say Rocket League or Total War, just comment down below Total War, Rocket League, or whatever you want to see. And if you want to see me play City Skyline, you can comment that too. I have a lot of games and you can just comment on it, and hopefully I got it and I can see what I can do about it. But for now, my name is Folkberg and cheers, I'm out.